everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Unstoppable Conversations. And today in the house, we have Stanley. Welcome. I'm so glad that you could be here with us today. Can you give us a little bit of information about yourself, your business, and maybe how you help others?
Sure. My name's Stanley Bronstein. My whole career has been I'm an attorney and a CPA working mostly in real estate transactions. The side story of it is that I used to be so focused on my career that I was neglecting my personal health. Long story short, at one time I maxed out at 367 pounds, which considering I'm only 5'7", I was a pretty big boy at the time. And as recently as 17 years ago, February 1st, 2009, as a matter of fact, I was still 320 pounds. Well, I was getting ready to turn 50 years old, and I asked myself a really tough question. I said, where am I going to be in 5 years if I keep going on my present path? Didn't like the answer because the answer was I was going to be dead. That's cold, hard fact. So that's one thing I've learned. And with people I've worked with, tell yourself the truth. Cold, hard facts. Don't BS yourself because that's not doing anybody any good. And it's not doing you any good. So tell yourself the truth. So I said, I'm done. I'm cooked. I won't say I hit rock bottom. I don't think it was rock bottom, but needless to say, I was done. I said, I'm wasting my potential. I can be so much more. I was putting all my focus and energy on my mind, my career, and very little of it on my body, on my health. So I said, I'm going to start learning to eat better now, right now. And I'm going to start learning to and I'm going to start exercising right now, every day. And my exercise of choice is going to be walking. And the reason I picked walking is it's something you can do every day. It's something you don't need a lot of equipment for. And it's something you can do just about anywhere. Well, needless to say, I didn't realize how prophetic my words were. I've done quite a bit of walking since that day. Just to give you an idea how much walking I've done since that day, that's how much walking I've done since that day. 30% of the way to the moon, 72,000 miles. So, and I weigh 145 pounds, all with no drugs, no surgeries. This whole experience taught me a few things. First of all, I'm a pretty confident guy. I've always been a confident guy. I didn't become an attorney and a CPA without being confident. But would you believe me if I told you the experience of doing this blew my mind? It taught me three things, the third of which applies to your audience. First one is it taught me that I'm more powerful than I ever imagined. Second thing it taught me is that if I can do this, what else is out there waiting for me to do that I haven't done yet? And that's what we're going to talk about on the networking part of this. I'm just giving you the background. And the third thing is that if I'm more powerful than I ever imagined, so is everybody else.
That's right.
I am no more special than you. You are no more special than me. We are all more powerful than we ever imagined if we believe it.
Yes.
So when I started asking myself, what else is out there waiting for me to do that I haven't done yet? Well, first of all, I'm in a phase in my career where I have a few advantages going on. I'm 66 now, have no debt, everything's paid for. I could quit working right now. But I don't want to because as I just told you, I got lots of things to do. And the things to do is it's helping people, helping other people. I went through all the experiences I went through, which are too lengthy to go into in the limited time we have. I mean, I could talk for hours on everything I went through, but I'm grateful for everything I went through because what I learned taught me what I know now and made me into the person I am today. And also, I forgot to show you this. This is an idea of what I used to be
Wow.
versus what I am today.
Wow.
Yeah. So help people. And there's two ways I help people. I'm a systems thinker. My whole career has been systems. So I kind of transition. I realize that I don't have to work, but I want to work. So I'm on a mission, and that mission is to help people. So along the way, I created a system for everything I did. And that system is called the Way of Excellence, which you can see on this chart. It's you can't read it, but I mean that's what the chart looks like. There's a bigger version on the wall behind me, and it's all on the website and everything else. It's all there. And I've got 7 books in the series, all talking about this Way of Excellence. What it is, I ask myself, what are the qualities of an excellent human being? Not a perfect human being, because that's the thing I had to do is I had to give up on being perfect. I used to say I was a 367-pound perfectionist. I'm walking around complaining everybody's not as perfect as I am, all while I was that big. Being a hypocrite, in a lot of ways. So I said, what are the qualities of an excellent human being? Well, I came up with 20, and then I broke it down into subparts, but I systematized the whole thing. And my story is weight loss, but this doesn't apply just to weight loss. This applies to anything you want to do in your life. I mean, and I did so much more than weight loss. I mean, I quit drinking as part of this whole journey. I mean, I won't say I was an alcoholic, but I will say I was drinking too much. And I will say that drinking did not serve me and that I was serving it. So I quit. Done, done, gone. Um, Totally changed the way I ate, but I did not do it immediately. I did it gradually over time. The whole thing is, it's all about constant and never-ending improvement. Be a little bit better today than you were yesterday, a little bit better tomorrow than you were today. Beat yesterday. I am at the very tail end. 2 weeks will be the start of year 18. I'm at the tail end of year 17 of constant and never-ending improvement. That is why the person I am today is nothing like the person I was 17 years ago. The person I was 17 years ago had trouble walking a block or two. I walk 13 to 15 miles every day religiously, and I enjoy it. And I'm fortunate I've been able to create a lifestyle that allows me to do that. You know, and people say, why do you do that? I do because I can. Part of what I'm doing is I'm pushing myself in a healthy manner. I want to see what I can do. I'm having fun doing that. It gives me great pleasure to see what this 66-year-old man could do that he couldn't do when he was 30, that he couldn't do when he was 20, that he couldn't do when he was 15. And so and that he doesn't know anybody else who's doing it. So it's all fun. So I have this system, and it's very easy to follow, to learn the system, but then it's implementing it. That's where it's a little tougher. And if you really want to change your life, everything boils down to what I call the 4 factors. Willingness. You have to be willing to do what it takes for the rest of your life. That's because temporary change is going to give you temporary results. Permanent change is going to give you permanent results. If you want to permanently change your life, you need to permanently change your habits. Plain and simple. That's telling it like it is, remember? So we're going to do that. Second one's belief, believing in yourself. I told you a few minutes ago that you're more powerful than you ever imagined. Start believing it. You can surprise yourself. You can do more than you think you can do. I promise you. You might not be able to do it immediately. It might take you time to be able to do it, but that's okay. You're not in a hurry as long as you get started and you keep going. Third thing is self-discipline. And I don't mean punishment. I mean breaking your old negative habits and creating new positive habits. And if you're somebody like me, I have what you call an addictive personality. When I do something, I like to go all in, baby. I go all the way in on it. So I decided that if I'm going to go all in, I'm going to go all in on positive things, all in on healthy eating, all in on walking, all in on other forms of exercise, all in on helping people, all those things. So that's what I do. And then the fourth thing is commitment. When you become 100% committed to something, it becomes easier to do. Trust me, the more committed you are, the easier it is to do. Like I am 100% committed to eating healthy. My wife and I went to Europe for 9 days, a little over a year ago. I'm probably the only person who went to Europe for 9 days and lost weight because I didn't go to the restaurants and pig out on all the gourmet food. because I made a commitment to myself that I was going to eat healthy the whole time I was there. And I did. I found healthy food and I ate healthy food. I did my walking every day. I have a commitment to walk every day. It has been 8 years, just about 8 years since I last took a day off. And the only time I took 3 days off, and that's because I was sick as a dog. And if you go back before that, it was 4 years more before that. So in the last 12 years, I've missed 3 days from walking, and I enjoy it. It's what I do. I mean, I had a stressful day. I was cranky as could be yesterday when I went out to go walk the dogs at 4 o'clock, 4:30. By the time I finished, I felt great. It works off the steam, makes you feel better. And it does lots of other things. Like I was with my wife yesterday. I took her to the eye doctor because she had getting her eyes dilated and I didn't want her to drive. She was all stressed out about going to the eye doctor. We got there early. We parked the car. We went for a 20, 30-minute walk in the neighborhood by there. And she said, I ought to do this the next time I go to the eye doctor. I'm so relaxed now. I feel so much better. So it's all those kind of things. So that's it in a nutshell. And if you want to learn more about what I'm doing, I mentioned I have 7 books in this series. And because I am grateful for the things that have happened to me, all 7 books are available for free digitally on my website, which is thewayofexcellence.com.
That's awesome.
And it's
The
for
way
free.
of excellence.com.
Yes, and I have a second website called millionpoundweightloschallenge.com. If you want to lose weight, it's free also. Join that site. If you join that site, you have to actually sign up for a membership, but it's free membership, but you have to sign up. And the reason it's free is because I wanted to control the environment, what goes on in there. I wanted to make sure I had total control over who's in there, what they say, what they do, because the last thing you want to do is create a safe space for overweight people, not a place for overweight people to go to get abused,
Right,
by our trolls.
right.
So that's in a nutshell. That's what I'm doing. I'm here to help. I am here to serve. I would also appreciate people getting the word out about what it is that I'm doing because, like I said, I'm here to help. And if someone wants to work with me privately or in a group, I do that. But the groups in private cost money. Reading my books and reading them for free, you can do that for free. It's up to you.
That's awesome.
You can do what you want.
That's awesome. So what do you, Stanley, if I had to ask you one question and you give me one answer, what would it be? Is how do you help people the most? One that you have helped people the most to accomplish.
I teach them that they are more powerful than they ever imagined, and then I give them a system for acting on that.
That's awesome. Now,
It's,
what does
it's
this system look like? Is it a book? Is it a pamphlet? Is it
okay. It's okay. If you go to the website again, thewayofexcellence.com, there are on okay, it's made up of 20 parts. If you see there's 20 columns going down and it's 4 across. That's because each one of the things going down has 3 subparts. So that's why it's like that. Basically, it's marketing 101. They tell you describe the problem, give a proposed solution, and tell someone how they'll benefit from implementing the solution. That's what this is. It's the concept, problem, benefit, problem, solution, benefit. That's
okay?
what it is. And there's videos on all of these. There's the main book in the series goes through the whole system. If you go to the website, and then there are subparts on the whole thing, the the tells you where to start. It gives you 4 starting points, and you can pick whichever one you want, and it'll take you through the whole thing. So just you go there. I make it as like I told you, I'm a systems thinker.
That is awesome.
How can I my whole career has been taking complicated things and making it simple and helping people make money by doing that. Well, the way I'm helping you make money now is that health is wealth.
That's
You
right.
can have as much money as you want. If you don't have your health, you don't have jack.
That's right. So you're literally giving away your program as long as you want to do it yourself in a
That's correct.
self-paced criteria. That is
That's
awesome.
correct.
You can't ask for more than that.
But one thing I've learned though is people value what they pay for more than what you give them for free.
You got that right.
It's true, but it is.
Yeah, and you know what? A lot, and I am one of them. I need someone to hold my hand sometimes in some ways. That's
I'll
just
hold it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is. Sometimes I need that hand holding effect so that I can get through from A to Z. So if you don't want to do it on your own, or you don't feel like you can do it on your own, Stanley will hold your hand and you can do a group coaching or a one-on-one coaching with him. And yes, it's going to cost you money, but you can't put a price on your health. You just can't.
No, no.
You just
I
can't.
have a friend who's a doctor. She used to argue that my work wasn't important and that
Mhm.
hers was more important. And I said, well, I hate to tell you, people value their money more than they do their health until they lose their health. And then you're absolutely right. They're going to come to you because they want what you've got.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely. You know, there's so many things in life we can control. There's a few things we cannot control, and that is some of our health. Some of our health we can control.
most of
Some
it,
of our,
most of it.
yes, some of our health we cannot, because guess what? There's one appointment we will not miss in life, and that's our death appointment. We're all going to die one day, but
Mhm.
make it your decision to live this journey for as long as you can. And by being healthy, you can live a little bit longer.
There's a term for that. It's called health span. Not health span, because so many people, my father included, he lived 10 years longer. He lived the last 10 years of his life. He wasn't nearly as healthy as he could have been and enjoy life nearly as much.
Oh,
So
you
I
bring a
don't want
good
that to be
point up.
me. I heard a story one time. There was I think he was either Ukrainian or Russian or whatever. At the time, he was the world's oldest man. He was like 105 or something. He died falling off the roof of his house repairing his roof. That's the way you want to go.
He was enjoying life to the fullest if he could do that.
Yeah,
He was living it healthy,
yeah.
laughing, giggling, enjoying life, going out and doing things. And I see so many, especially elderly people, that can do something, that is still able to do something, but they choose not to get up out of the chair and go do it. And
Or they
that's
don't
not
think they
healthy.
don't think they don't think they can. See, one thing I want to tell you, it is never too late until one day you wake up and it's too late. I mean, one of my older brothers, he was going in for I had been trying to get him started on a program for years. He was going in for bypass surgery. He told his wife going into surgery that when I get out of here, I'm going to start doing what Stanley does. Only problem is he didn't make it home from the hospital. It's not too late until it's too late. You can start.
Absolutely. And you know what? We're going to end this on that, because it's not too late and too late. And I love that, Stanley. Thank you so much, Stanley. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in now or later. Rewind, refocus, and do what's best for you and your body. And until next time, I will see you again. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.